Hello, beautiful people. Thank you so much for tuning in, watching, and listening. This is going to be the mid-December 2023 reading for the zodiac sign of Aries. As always, my readings are very intuitive, so I'll provide you with any intuitive messages that I receive, as well as the meaning of the tarot cards. I do, however, recommend you check out your sun, moon, and rising just to get a full picture of everything that's going on for you this month. And if you haven't done so already, please do subscribe to my YouTube channel. When you subscribe, that helps me greatly, and you'll be notified when I post new content. But let's go ahead and get into it. In column number 1, we're going to take a look at what's wrapping up and coming to a close, so last few weeks or month. Column number 2, we're going to take a general look at what's coming for the remainder of December. We're also going to do a money column, a love column, and in the 5th and final column, we're going to do a message from our future self or spirit guides. We'll also do 3 yes or no questions, a crystal of the month, and a healing note for you. But again, column number 1, Aries, what's wrapping up and coming to a close. Let's get started there. So we have a summary affirmation card of repetition. With this card, I feel like this can go one way or the other here, Aries. There's either like a habit that we've gotten into, a repetition we've gotten into that's not serving us very well, or it's quite the opposite, or it's like a routine that we need to keep doing. So you'll kind of have to unpack that, figure out which one applies to you. But again, it's that repetition, that routine, and figuring out, is it the right thing for you or not? But it'll be pretty obvious. Like maybe you've gotten in the habit of staying up all night and that's not the best for you. Maybe for other of you though, you've started a new workout routine and you've been feeling really good. So let's see though what we've got going on here. So first things first, we have the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is a card of freedom. I think for many of you, again, there's some sort of habit that we need to get away from. It's like we need to free ourselves from this habit. We need to get away from this habit, it seems. There's something we don't have a very good relationship with here. The 5 of Swords is coming through as that not very good relationship. Again, going off the example that I gave earlier, maybe we don't have a very good relationship with sleep right now. We're staying up until 3 in the morning, doom scrolling, and then waking up early and then feeling not very good because we didn't get a lot of sleep. So just be kind of aware of that. I feel like maybe we've kind of fallen into a habit, fallen into a routine, and we're not feeling the best from it. Something we need to get away from. The next card we have is the Justice card. It's like cause and effect. It's like, well, I'm tired all the time. Well, the reason why I'm tired all the time is because I'm staying up all night type thing. So it's like very much so has an impact on your life, an impact on how you're feeling. The Justice card you see is bringing that balance. So there's something that's a little bit out of whack, something that's a little bit out of balance. So just an adjustment to be made. Be careful of those kind of habits that we can then make into a routine. Those things are not so good for us. Let's take a look and see what else we've got going on here. First up, we have the Ace of Cups. Anytime we have an Ace card, it's a card of newness. This is typically new love, new relationship, new baby, proposal, marriage. But again, this is the new thing that we've gotten into that's not good. Maybe you have like a new boyfriend or girlfriend and they like are up on, they have a different schedule than you, so we're staying up late. So the relationship isn't bad itself, but it's just kind of like the routine or the habit we've gotten into. But like maybe you're staying up late because you're texting them instead. Something of that sort. So just be careful. Again, it's something new that we've kind of fallen in the habit of here. The next card we have is the 5 of Pentacles. The 5 of Pentacles is a card. This has us not feeling very good. Again, going back to my example of being up all night, well then you're tired all day and then you feel kind of junky all day. So this has us feeling not very good. Maybe we haven't been eating well either. So, you know, our stomach's been bothering us and we haven't felt well in that sense. Maybe we're really overthinking something a lot and so now we aren't feeling good because we're in this kind of constant state of anxiety, right? At the bottom, we have the 4 of Cups. You see this person sitting under the tree. They're discontent. This is like lack of apathy, apathy, lack of fulfillment, discontentment. So again, we're not feeling good in this position. So we want to break away from this habit or routine that we've come across in the last few weeks. Let's take a look at our next column though, which is just general what's coming for the remainder of December. We have the card Connection. Make sure you have yourself open to meeting this person, making this connection. There's going to be some sort of connection, some sort of relationship that's really important in these next few weeks, Aries. So again, make sure we're open to this. We can set that expectation, though, that we're only open to the meaningful relationships. We're only open to the things that we need, the things that we desire. Frame that up, however, is meaningful for you here, Aries. But I'm hearing that we do need to be open for this connection. It's a connection we definitely will want to make. But let's see what cards we've got here. Okay, first things first, we have the Nine of Wands. So the Nine of Wands is a card of setting boundaries, keeping and maintaining boundaries. One thing, though, is we don't want to block everything out. You see this card, this person's like a little defensive right now. I feel like maybe we're in that mode of we're blocking everything out, we're not receiving. So again, we need to be open to this connection, but you can still do that with boundaries. Again, we can set that expectation of only taking on things or opening ourselves up to people that are only good for us, only taking on opportunities that are positive for us. So it's okay to have boundaries, but the message here is to not be fully closed out, Aries. Otherwise, we won't make this connection, whatever it may be that seems to be so important here. The next card that we have is the Strength card. The Strength card is like self-love, self-respect. Again, we can still take good care of ourselves and be open to this connection. This is almost like the courage, though, to give ourselves this opportunity to connect, to open this door. So making sure that you have the courage to do so. At the bottom, we have the Chariot. Somebody once described the Chariot to me as the vroom vroom card. It means there's action, there's change. It's about being on a journey. This person is going to, or this thing, whatever this connection is going to help carry us forward. It's going to advance us on our journey. So again, it's important. We want to make this connection. So it's fine to have boundaries. Just make sure we have boundaries in a sense that we can make this connection still. The Chariot can also be a new vehicle, just throwing that out there as well. That's one of the meanings of the Chariot there. So perhaps some of you getting a new car in the remainder of the month. Congratulations if you are. Okie dokie. Let's look at our clarifiers. First up, we have the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles is very solid, practical, wise. You can have very clear boundaries here. It's pretty cut and dry. You'll know if something feels right or not. Again, we just can't say no to everything. We can't be fully blocked off. But this is saying it's not like some mystery, not something you have to decode. It's pretty straightforward. So you'll be able to manage here. The biggest thing is we just can't say no to everyone and everything. The King of Pentacles is also a wise investment card, so I love to see this for you. Again, we need to open up for this connection because it's going to be something that really helps us in the future. It's going to be an investment we need to make here. So wise connection to have. The next card we have is the Emperor. That kind of dovetails into this nicely. The Emperor is very long-term, very strategic. Again, this is moving us forward on our journey. This is guiding us there. This is advancing us forward. The Emperor is also very respectful. So this is overall a good connection for you. At the bottom, we have the Five of Swords. I feel like we're a little apprehensive. We've gotten burned in the past is what I'm hearing. So that's why we have such tall, strong boundaries at this point. There was a connection that kind of wronged us. So we're a little bit kind of distancing ourselves from people. Again, I really think this will help advance you on your journey, though. So definitely a connection we need and want and should make. All right, our next column here, Aries, anything related to money. So a quick money message to start us off with. Your vibrational connection to abundance shifts based on the company you keep. Surround yourself with those that believe in the healing and the flow of financial freedom. So in this column, we're going to talk about anything related to money, job, career, finances, businesses you run, investments you have, whatever you associate with money. Look at all that sword energy there, Aries. But let's get into it. First up, we have the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords can be kind of a gossipy or drama card. Just be aware of that. Stay away from the gossip, stay away from the drama, stay away from the water cooler talk when we see this type of cards. Somebody could kind of be keeping an eye on you too, or kind of like trying to watch your business or watch what work you're doing. So just be aware. Again, I see somebody kind of looking. This can also be a card of finding out truth. So definitely there could be some potential for some information here. But again, it's like, I feel like there's things stirring in the background. They don't really relate to you, and I would stay away from them. Again, stay away from that kind of gossip, that kind of drama. You'll find out the truth eventually, so you don't need to engage when it's in the kind of swirl state, if you will. The next card we have is the King of Swords. The King of Swords is very strategic, very long-term, very intentional. I feel like whatever's stirring in the background, whatever is happening there, it's like there's a plan. Somebody has a plan here for it. I see somebody with a plan. So again, you just kind of have to wait for it to come to you. Wait for the information to come to you, Aries. I don't know that I would go looking, and I don't know that I would go listening to the information that's swirling. At the bottom here, we have the Seven of Swords. The Seven of Swords can be like dishonesty. Again, the information that's out there, I don't know it's the truth. Again, it's that gossip, that drama, those rumors, and sometimes they're true, sometimes they're not. I think you're going to find out the information, but it's like if you hear it, you might hear an incorrect version of it. Again, there's somebody here with a plan, somebody here with a long-term vision. So I would wait to hear that. I would also, this is like kind of wanting to pick up your stuff and run away. I would give this time to play out. You're going to hear bits and pieces and you're maybe not going to like it, but actually I feel like it's good long term. So lots of information there. Let's see what else I can tell you here. First up, we have the Chariot as our clarifier. Again, this is a card of action and change and being on a journey. Yes, things are changing, things are shifting. But again, whatever is in the rumor mill, I don't know that it's completely accurate. So I would let the swirl in the background and wait for that information to come out from this person that has the plan here. The Chariot, once again, this is a new vehicle. So definitely some of you could be getting a new vehicle, which is super exciting. The next card we have is the King of Wands. The King of Wands is bold. It's in a position of power. Again, you're going to hear this from the source. You're going to hear from this from the person who calls the shots. So I wouldn't go looking for a lot of outside information. You want to get this communication right from the source, right from that person who's in the position of power. At the bottom, we have the Three of Cups. The Three of Cups is a circle of support, so I feel like you're going to do really well. You're going to be well supported in this new thing, whatever's coming out, whatever this change is, whatever this information is. You're going to be supported here, Aries. This is also like celebratory too, so I feel like future state, we're going to be really happy with where this took us. Again, it's just, I think there's multiple versions of the story out right now and they might not be accurate. So I would just try and steer clear and look from the information from the source. Alrighty, let's take a look now at our next column, which is anything related to love. It says reflection. Give each other some space at the moment. Trust and have faith that it'll all work out for the best. So in this column, we're going to talk about anything related to love, family, friends, relationship, children, marriage, whatever you associate with love here, Aries. So first up, we have the Emperor. The Emperor is a pretty good relationship card. This is very respectful. It's a card of partnership. If you're in a relationship, this person possesses a lot of really good traits. So in general, I like this card when I see it in the relationship column. This is also like a card of good parenting or like growing your family. So potentially if you're trying to grow your family, this is a good card for you. And again, if you're in a relationship, I like the traits, the personality of this other person. The next card we have is the Seven of Pentacles. The Seven of Pentacles is a card of patience, waiting, delayed success. You see that this person planted their pentacles and now they're waiting for them to grow. There's something that we're waiting on here. I'm going to see if I can get more detail, but it's like, I don't think something's going as fast as you want it to be going, Aries. At the bottom, we have the High Priestess. This is a very spiritual card. It's a very intuitive card. Your gut is right. Potentially your gut's telling you to wait. Again, you're not happy about it, but I would definitely listen. When our gut, when our heart, when our intuition speaks to us with the High Priestess, it's usually very clear messages. So it's like if you get a weird gut feeling, then you know why. So again, I feel like there's waiting. You're feeling like it's the right thing, although it's maybe not what you wanted per se. Let's see what other messages I can give you here. First up, we have the Six of Swords. The Six of Swords is going through some sort of necessary transition or change. Again, I feel like we want this change, we want this thing, but it hasn't happened yet. and we're kind of in this waiting period. The next card we have is the King of Cups. Again, this is very supportive, very tolerant, very empathetic. This other person, if you're in a relationship, possesses lots of good traits. But I feel like we have to wait this out. Again, I'm hearing like you have to ride the waves, the highs, the lows, the high tide, the low tide. We have to wait something out. Again, we want something. We want to go through this change. We want to go through this transition, but the time just isn't quite right. At the bottom, we have the Strength card. This is a card of self-love, self-respect. This is also unconditional love. So again, I feel like we're in a really strong spot here. This person looks to be really good, but we do want something that's just not coming yet. So I would advise you to wait, just given the cards that we have in this spread that's happening here. We'll obviously take a look at that again as we go into the next year, but something you want that's not quite happening right now, Aries. Alrighty, looking at our fifth and final column, this is a message from our future self or spirit guides. We have the summary affirmation card of productivity. I love productivity. I love to get things done, cross it off the to-do list. So nice, productive next few weeks for you, end that year strong. So first up, we have the Ace of Cups. Anytime we have an Ace card, it's a card of newness. This is typically new baby, relationship, proposal, marriage. So there is some new love energy. It's almost like new love after grieving here. We have the Five of Cups. This is a card of feeling unloved. This is a card of grieving. This is like the rainbow after the storm for many of you. It does seem love connected. We had the Two of Cups at the bottom here. This is proposal, relationship, partnership, marriage. So some sort of love energy. Maybe we're just overcoming here, you know. This was a not very good relationship, and now we're in this nice new relationship that's really strong and healthy. It's productive. It's a good place to be. Perhaps this last one wasn't. So pretty good love energy. Again, something isn't going to happen as fast as we would like it to, though. Let's see what other... There's our waiting cards that we were just talking about. Two of Wands. Anytime we have two of something on a card, it can be a decision. But this is also a waiting card. So, and again, I feel like some of us do make the decision to wait here. I'm not sure what this is in terms of waiting. We have a nice, strong, healthy relationship. I think it's what we want it to be, but there's something more that we want that's not quite there yet. We have the repeat Seven of Pentacles as well. That's patience, waiting, delayed success. So some sort of waiting. And at the bottom here, we have the Nine of Wands. And this is about staying, like, persistent. This is about continuing to move forward. I'm also hearing patience, though. So it's like we have to just keep progressing with what it is, even though it may not be exactly what we want. Again, there's some sort of transition. There's something more that we want. It's just not there yet. So the relationships look good, but again, there is a missing piece. There's something we want, but we need to just stick with it and give it a little bit of time, I think, is the answer here, Aries. Okay, at this time, I'm going to give you the opportunity to ask 3 yes or no questions. We're going to use our Gypsy Witch fortune telling deck. If you don't have 3 questions in mind, you can pause the video here and think of them. But question number 1, we have the 7 of Spades. This is number 52 card. That's going to be a yes. Question number 2, we have the 4 of Hearts, number 17 card. That's going to be a yes. And question number 3, we have the 5 of Clubs, number 33 card. That's going to be a yes. So yeses across the board there for you. If you watched your video earlier this month, we did pull a card from our Healing Stones deck. This is a crystal to keep throughout the month of December. You have Labradorite, which is good for realism, mediumship, helps slay those illusions, great for knowledge. And last but not least, we're going to pull a card from our Healing Notes deck. Aries, your healing note says, healing takes courage, and we all have courage, even if we have to dig a little to find it. Thank you so much for tuning in, watching, and listening. Please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know how this video resonates with you. Again, subscriptions help me greatly, and you'll be notified when I post new content. But thank you again, Aries. Have a wonderful rest of the year and the remainder of December.